We're so good. We're so fine. How how amazing would it be if I
Greek
just left the
I'm
awaiting overlay?
really stable and fine, exactly like a Greek god.
Exactly like a Greek god. And welcome
Well, I'm
back to
fine.
Dying of Exposure presents Dying of Exsanguination, Curse of Strahd. I am your game mommy. My name is Steve, and I am joined with the trio. We are without our Sunfye today, and we're all totally fine. We're doing great, just like Greek gods. Greek gods in the movie Gods of Egypt. Anyway, let us start off with a quick little recap. You all stayed the night at Blinksy's Toys in the back room while hiding out from Lady Wachter and other potential dangers. And it was a good little pleasant evening of sleep and rest for all of you, minus well, I suppose it's still a good evening of rest for one of you. But as far as the rest of you, Scratch woke up early, started talking with Blinksy about some things, started looking at um, some doll sketches and like schematics and some commissions that Blinksy had done for ostensibly Strahd, as commissioned by one of Strahd's, one of the people in Strahd's employ, and was able to recognize some semblance of family resemblance across a couple of these 8 or so different sketched out items. People woke up, had some morning coffee, had a little bit of morning food, and then realized that our lovely Esther was unable to be roused after medical checks and various explorations of arcana and physicality. It didn't seem like she was struggling or in any kind of pain, but she was in a sleep so deep that she could not be awakened. So we threw Mima in the wheelchair, put a blanket over, and rolled her on down to St. Andrew's Church to see if they could get some help from Mother Lucia. Uh, Mother Lucia was being a little bit shady as per usual, and that shadiness was clocked. An irritation about them being there, further dismissals of trying to speak with Arena, who's ostensibly staying at the church, and such. So our party split up, with Scratch trying to sneak in the back, and Mwezi-Mwezi and Belladonna just sort of kind of keeping an eye out while staying on church grounds. Mwezi-Mwezi and Belladonna finally, not finally, but eventually discovered like some very strange behavior from the gardener that had been tending the grounds. Not too dirty of clothes, not too worked over, not too covered in sweat, as they would weed a little bit and then sketch and take some notes, and then weed a little bit and then sketch and take some notes. And Scratch discovered some spell work on the back door that she was trying to break into, was able to end around that with a little bit of a break into a window, and managed to, with cat-like reflexes, land and go down into the basement, while communicating all of this between herself and her companions, with a fair amount of stealth sneaking downstairs. Scratch found herself in a long hallway, and found herself moving toward a wall where she could overhear, beyond the wall, Arena cursing out Mother Lucia to an emptiness, and in approaching the wall, was met at the end of this hallway by 2 large stone statues that were still, and we left off last session where we're going to start this session. Scratch, my sweet, sweet artificier, would you please, so kindly, roll me initiative?
I will do it, but not kindly. Oh, we're off to an incredible start. That was a 1 on my initiative, which makes my initiative 3.
3. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
So you rolled that nat 20, and I said you was going to be punished for it, and you didn't end up being punished, but I was like, it's going to happen now. And it happened.
And it happened now.
That's what you call it.
RNG just had to wait for the perfect moment.
Give me just a moment. So we got a 3 from scratch. And then I will auto roll the initiative for... Actually, I'll make an adjustment for it later, so it won't matter too much. And we will start. Now, to begin with, before we get into what's happening with Scratch, let me transition over to the battle set so that we can kind of see what Scratch sees here, which is not a lot. A hallway, 2 giant stone statues, and darkness beyond every potential room, but with doors closed. But can I have, because Scratch has been keeping you all updated and everything, can I please have, we're gonna say, can each of Belladonna and Mwezi-Mwezi roll me a d4, please? And we will take the lower number between the 2 of you. You will be so kind.
Let me get the good D4.
And the result will be 1 plus whatever this lower number is.
1.
Well, then it's going to be a 1, regardless.
Thanks, Betty.
Nonetheless, so
I like to be included.
in 2 rounds, in theory, depending on your own choices, of course, 2 rounds is the minimum amount of time before Mwezi-Mwezi and Belladonna can reach Scratch in any kind of distance. But we are going to start with this. Scratch, can I have you please roll me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Alrighty. Well, that one fell on the floor. A 1 and a floor roll. That's a bad omen. 19.
19 succeeds as one of these monoliths does find an attempt to reach for you, but they're a little too slow to be able to grab you and pull you toward them. Can I have you roll me a second dexterity saving throw, please?
Sure thing. That is 13.
13. The second statue, while you're dodging the first. Never mind. 13 just beats it. Second statue reaches for Scratch again. You can hear the stone shifting. These are stone beings of some kind, magically attuned, or magically imbued.
Do they look like statues, or do they look like they're actual like elementals or something?
They look like they're statues. They very much look like they're statues, though they do not look like they are attached to the wall. And upon the second one missing, you hear in your head, Scratch, not audibly, in your head, in your head, speak the words. And that is the end of the statue's turn. Now it is everyone else's turn. So we're going to do combat a little differently. We're going to try out a couple of different types of little back and forth combats. In this one, I think, especially because you're already all spread out, we're going to go enemies go in this like limited group where there's just the two statues and Scratch that are currently engaged and everything. Enemies go, allies go. So you can't really coordinate among yourselves in this moment, but for at least this session and the next couple, we're going to try just a simple seesaw of whoever happens to roll the higher initiative tends to be the faction that goes first. And then you all can kind of discuss how you want to order your turns to kind of do your move actions so that it can be a little bit more collaborative in the combat on the ally side. That will also mean that you're welcome to be like, it would be really convenient if this was allowed. There's no D&D rule for it. You can just like pitch me concepts of being like, if I do this and this person does this, can we do those sorts of things? Since D&D doesn't have like a combo system inherently built into it. So we'll start though for this situation. Mwezi-Mwezi and Bella or Scratch. We'll actually start with you, Scratch. These have just attacked you now. Your last update is that you'd gotten to the basement and you were sneaking around the basement. And I believe your last update would have been, the last thing you would have said is, I can hear Arena. But this has just happened. What does Scratch first do here?
I think the first... Well, okay. So when they say speak the words, is there anything just in that moment that strikes Scratch as anything that she's heard that might be words they want to hear? I don't feel like there is, but
you can I will allow that you can give me in this moment a either perception check at the thought of like, what are they talking about, with disadvantage if you want it for free, flat if you want to use a bonus action, advantage if you want to use an action for it.
Okay. Let me see what my feline agility is real quick.
What's my running away ability? Let's not burn that one.
Oh, just it's a free action, just when I move. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it normal as a bonus action.
Okay.
Perception. That's a 10.
It's a 10. You give a quick glance around and we're gonna play it like if there was a way for you to like distract or interact with these statues in a way that like could allow you to kind of bob your weave. It seems like there might be some sort of writing on the wall behind them, but you don't have like time in this moment to like really like stare at it to read it because you're busy dodging arms, dodging grabby hands. And so
okay. In that case, Scratch is going to use her full action with feline agility to go let me see, that would be 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no, 11, 12.
Yeah, that would be 60. And that would be your movement. And then does feline agility just double your movement?
Yeah, it doubles it.
Yeah, so
which
go on.
Oh yeah, if I'm doing a dash action,
then you could move a full 90 if you wanted to.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can do 120 with
Oh yeah, because you can double the movement of the turn. Yeah, so you are now a solid 120 feet away from these guys. That's your movement, your action, and your bonus action. Did you want to you have a free action. Do you want to update the squad on what's going on with you?
Yeah. Just real quick. Yeah, the statues are moving and they're asking me for a passphrase. I'm safe right now though. And then so she's just gonna stay right there.
Sorry, just to double check, you're sending this to both of us. It's message, right? You're using the message spell. And
yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
But yeah, she's just gonna stay right there. She's gonna watch the statues and see what they do.
All right. Upon hearing that Scratch is just like there's statues down here. They want me to say a passphrase. What do Belladonna and Mwezi-Mwezi do?
I'm looking to where Scratch is, but I'm not like trying to go there yet because I'm kind of. We probably should head over there. Is part of my thinking. Just because I'm worried. Look, I've already lost one sister. I gotta like keep all the sisters I have.
Okay, and just to refresh my memory, we've been inside the main temple before, me and Mwezi-Mwezi, so that I'm aware of like the lay of the grounds. Belladonna's pretty aware of the like ground floor
Mm-hmm.
of the church.
Yeah.
And Scratch kind of indicated which way they went.
Beat by beat, you got updates per last session
Yeah,
of Scratch
yeah.
being like, I did this, then I
I
went
don't mean
here.
in a general sense. I mean, like, do I know if they're on the west or east side of the building?
Oh yeah, I would have definitely told you which side of the building I was breaking the window and entering on.
Okay.
And then I would have been like, I'm going down the stairs here, I would have described things. So you
If I'm
have a
like-
pretty good idea.
Yeah, because if I'm looking at the map literally, like if we're talking about like squares now,
Mhm.
we were over here sniffing at the graves in the top right hand, so the
Yes.
like northeast corner here. That was one of the things we were doing when we first explored the grounds. So we're
Yeah.
kind of familiar with this area.
Yep.
If Scratch told me she went this way, I'd know that the door is back here to get to the back entrance.
Yep.
To head right down is kind of what I'm asking.
Yes.
Like I'd be kind of familiar with.
You
I
would
think
also know that-
Belladonna.
You'd
Oh,
also
no,
know that
please.
there's an area alarm spell covering that door. Like, yeah. Okay.
Covering the door here. Okay.
The area, the volume of air right behind the door.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where is
There's
my
a little gap that is pretty
I
good
think
for Scratch.
above table we kind of determined what the actual cube was, and I think Scratch would be able to convey that to us well enough
Yep.
for me to get the gist.
Yeah.
I'll move it. There we go. Right there. And yeah, an above table Scratch communicated like their plan to get in, the fact that they were going straight down or straight through the window down the stairs, because the window kind of like overlooks the stairwell and the alarm spell isn't there. So you know exactly all details of Scratch's path
so we can,
and egress or ingress.
okay.
100%. And so with that knowledge, knowing exactly how Scratch got down there, does Belladonna decide that she should prioritize going down to Scratch or trying to get to Scratch as soon as possible, or does Belladonna prioritize I don't know, continuing to survey this conspicuous groundskeeper, quote unquote?
No, it would definitely be to go at least catch up or make a like line to be a little closer to Scratch.
All right.
So I think I would go to Mwezi-Mwezi, and because again Mwezi-Mwezi is getting the same messages we are.
Yeah.
I am correctly.
Yep.
Yeah. So why don't you go back? You seemed very interested in some of the tombs at the back of the church. Perhaps you go look at the beds there. I continue to look at some of the fresher flowers up here. I might be able to help the gardener with my botany expertise.
Okay. And then he
But please
reaches
stay
down.
I will not be very far. Please stay close by.
He reaches down. He reaches down and gives you a huge hug. Please stay safe, Sister Belladonna.
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please do not go far without me. I will be right over here. There are fresh flowers over here, but I think we could help tend to the gardens in the back to help the sisters since they are letting us stay.
Yes, that sounds good.
We should
It's just like he's not, and
get
he's
a sense
off.
of the presence of the place.
Yeah.
Let's please stay in touch.
You're trying to get him to do guile, and he just immediately wanders off.
Mwezi-Mwezi, you're able to get basically in the time there, you're able to get to the scene where Scratch kind of broke in, as far as like just by the tombs. You can see the broken window up top, the stained glass window that's kind of above the thing. That would be where you would be positioned at the end of this round. And then Belladonna, do you physically stay put at kind of like the exterior-ish grounds in sight, or to keep sight line on the groundskeeper, but sort of like on the groundskeeper, but sort of there? Or do you
My
move a little bit
decision,
closer?
where is the groundskeeper in relation to the actual church building here? Like, how far away? And like, you don't have to draw a full map, but just like generally in what orientation to the church building here?
So the groundskeeper here, I'll throw a little token on it for it. Give me just a moment.
Even if it's in the void, to give me a sense.
NPCs. Actually, I'll probably not do NPCs. I'll probably do icons. Yeah, let me just grab one of the little simple icons. I'm gonna put the groundskeeper. Groundskeeper is like right now kind of off in an inconvenient location. No, they still have to be inside of you. So they're over on this side of things. Kind of left side of the church toward the front. It's probably like right up there. I put a little leaf icon there for you to be able to see and track them. And so their progression takes them around the other side. You are software muted right now.
Sorry. I think Belladonna would start to walk around the front here.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm gonna kind of go off the fly here. I think Belladonna would use. I'm gonna cast one of my cantrips.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Infestation.
Ooh.
And I am going to cast it upon myself and lightly. I'm going to be lightly attacked by bees to get the attention of the groundskeeper. I'm going to kind of brush by something and pretend that I have like disturbed a nest somewhere in his domain and make a scene.
All right. I am going to have you roll a performance check. You obviously you can
Phenomenal.
just do this, but a performance check I think is a good check for you to run.
Oh, it is a good check for me to run. It's one of my better checks,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I chose this play. I think that might be the concept of the game.
Might be.
16.
So describe the level of urgency or alarm that you express when you convincingly appear to have disturbed a bee's nest and they're coming out, like they're coming out. Like, are we light batting? Are we mildly nervous? Are we afraid? What are we doing?
Over dramatic romance novel cover acting. I am being besotted by bees. Please, sir, you must help me. Groundskeeper, take me somewhere safe. I'm terribly allergic.
I am going to allow you to roll an insight check. And you've been eyeballing this guy for a while, so you can roll with advantage as the groundskeeper begins to run away in the other direction.
Okay. And to clarify, I didn't think it was a groundskeeper. I just wanted to see
Yeah.
like what level of access he had too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, it was more to gauge how much he knew, how far in he was. That's a bad sign. My insight on it, also not great. 13. Not
13.
terrible either. But
Um,
like, I don't think he knows what's happening.
I think that you would be split to either this man is afraid of bees, or this man is afraid of being noticed and addressed specifically, and the bees provide him cover to hot step away. And so groundskeeper runs around the front left corner of the church. Doesn't even say I'm gonna go get help or anything like that. Just turns and leaves with haste away from you.
Okay, can I have another really, really technical question? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I read the description of message and I skimmed the description of message. How long do I have to give my reply?
I've been
don't think
playing real fast and loose with message because if it had been planned,
And
I
this
believe.
also hasn't been long.
No, it hasn't. So whatever you need to do to reply is fine. We could. Scratch, I believe, can make
It's not
sending
even
stones.
sophisticated. I'm just gonna say Gardner ran away. But like northeast. Gardner ran
Gardner
northeast.
has run the way
Took off.
northeast. Took off.
Do you say Gardner ran northeast?
Yeah, she would try to mention cardinal direction specifically. Like she's
Okay.
not good at them, so she thinks about it harder.
Gotcha.
Like,
Okay.
fucking, it's kind of like, ADHD people who have L and R tattooed on their hands. It's kind of like that. She thinks about it too much because she doesn't know by herself. So she
So in
checked.
Scratch's
She said,
mind, then the gardener has run to the northeast. I drew a little blue circle. In her mental map, that's where the gardener is.
Yes.
Because the gardener ran to the northwest.
"Ooh, yep, true."
I mean, if we're being super like the gardener, the gardener moved left and up. I didn't orient this map correctly. Technically, it's like the west, almost straight up, like up and around to the west side.
Oh, okay.
But like, I didn't do anything to indicate that.
To be fair, I did it based on that. I could just be confused. If we wanted to make it fun, we could roll like evens or odds, whether or not I was confused or not. Belladonna was confused or not. I just
I'll allow that.
kind of random.
I'll allow you to randomly do that thing where people are like northeast. I mean, wet. Damn it. But yeah, I'm not going to pigeonhole you to correct or incorrect. I'll let that be player choice.
I mean, we could coin flip it. Is basically what I was
coin
saying.
flip
We
it.
could coin flip.
Yeah.
Call it out. Do you want
Let's do it.
odds or evens?
I think Scratch should decide if it's odds or evens, and I should roll.
Okay.
I think that sounds fair.
Odds is correct. Evens is
Okay.
northwest.
And I'll roll a d4. Oh, and it went so far. It's a 3.
Okay,
Nice.
so this is
All right.
correct. So Scratch
got
has a good actual on where roughly that is. Scratch, I would say that your days of traveling, I'm not going to make you roll for this. Also, this is a big building, but it's also a pretty simple shape overall and everything.
Mhm.
you're pretty confident that you're like almost dead center middle underneath the thing. Like you're not like center, but you're like, I'm pretty much like middle of this building, in the basement floor. Because that is indeed where you are. So with Mwezi-Mwezi, poised to be able to catch up with you on the next round, and Belladonna having like not intentionally, not unintentionally, just rattled the fake gardener off into another direction. We come back to the top of the round. You see the statues at your 120 feet of distance, Scratch, and they don't move. Their arms settle back into the place that they were. It doesn't appear that they can, or that they have any ability to easily like walk off their pedestals. Maybe they can, but it doesn't seem like that's there. This guides you to believe that these are magically animated, unalive things, and not like a number of things that would like make them like ghosts or like warriors of some kind. They are just there. More of a trap or a key or a locked door than an actual nemesis. But yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so they do nothing. Right. So it is now your turn again, Scratch. You are at 120 feet far from them. You see several doors on around you. Give me a moment because I'm manipulating one map. So to give you an idea here, Scratch, going down this way, you can see a door here, and you can see a door kind of like right there. You don't actually see a door down this way. It just gets kind of dark, and it looks like the hallway bends to the left. Or to the right from our perspective. And you don't see a door. You saw a door across from the stairwell that you came down. You saw a door kind of into this side, into this like right side, as we look at the map. But you don't see a single door along this entire causeway. And so either this is a big room or there's more going on down here. And then you see a door that's kind of right by the stone statues, way at the north, off to the left, way at the top side.
Just like these are just like dressers and stuff.
Yeah, like table runners, stuff with little bits and bobs. There's stuff on them, but they are, a bowl, some candles, maybe like the occasional like throwaway book. Even if you take moments to glance at them, I'm not going to punish you. This here is a rack of wine bottles that you can specifically see, but like there's not much of significance.
Okay, Scratch will give a quick update. It's like the statues stopped pursuing me once I got away from them. I'm gonna poke around and then I'm gonna see what I can do. I guess that's the end of my message. It's only like 25 words or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you give your general update.
It just like it ends right there, mid-sentence.
And then where do you head, Scratch?
Since I'm down here, Scratch is gonna take a peek into this door right here, the one closest to her.
All right. Give me
just gonna kind of like the way it looks, just kind of like gently push the door open with her head and try and slink in cat-like. Everything that she's doing right now, she's like trying to maintain that kayfabe. She's like, oh, I'm just a cat, just a lost little cat.
We are going to. You open that door. What you see is indeed there. A large kind of square pool of water, not rippling. It's a very like still sort of like large kind of bath. Water looks fairly clear. And not particularly deep. For you, it would actually be a little bit, but it's only like 3 to 3 to 3.5 feet deep. And there's plenty of seating. It very much looks like a bath. In the back right corner of it, or not back right, back left corner, or back left side of it. No, I don't want to draw. Where's my pointer? Over here, you're seeing a bunch of like grill with a bunch of embers and burnt burnt carbon from what is clearly either wood or coals that go on there. You can see some barrels that you can see like a towel sticking out of, and it looks like this is some sort of like baths or bath area here. There's a couple benches on the side and everything, but otherwise this room looks relatively innocuous at first glance, at least.
Okay. I think with my action, at first, Scratch will give a quick update. I'm in the middle room on the west side. I'm just gonna act as though it's like oriented north up.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Middle room, west hallway, west side of the hallway. They've got a sauna. And then with her action, she's just gonna like dip a paw pad a little bit into the water and then like taste it to see if there's anything special about the water, or if it's just water.
Scratch, give me a either a dexterity saving throw or strength saving throw, your choice.
Oh, all right. That is an 11 on the dex.
Scratch, as you go to dip your paw into the water and begin to taste it, some of the water suddenly begins to swirl, form around, reach out, and grabs you, wraps around like a pseudopod, and pulls you in. And on glance, it doesn't look like there's a creature in the water. It looks like the water is forming a shape of a creature, or at least a tentacle, and pulling you into the water. Now, you've only moved and done an object interaction for a free action. This was a reaction of this water pool, so you do still have your action and bonus action here.
All right. This is a literal cat nightmare.
Yeah, you are immediately soaked in this pleasantly temperatured water. Like,
yeah, the water reached out and pulled me into it. For my action, I don't know. I try to get out.
All right, that's going to be another dex or strength saving throw, as you are currently kind of grappled by the water.
All right, here we go with dex. That's a 15 on dex.
15 is successful. You do manage to break yourself out of the water and crawl yourself back up onto the side surface. I'm not going to make you have to do anything else for this reaction, because as a cat, you would, of course, instantly back away from the water's edge. Yeah. It seems like when you back away even a little bit, the water kind of begins to slosh, and you can see some more aqua tendrils kind of like reach out, but they can't reach particularly far, and they clearly don't know where you are. This thing only was able to do this because you touched it and we're like right at the edge. So you can see it kind of tremble a bit on the surface as the tentacles like kind of quickly give up, and then the water supernaturally becomes instantly still once nothing else is moving in it.
Great. I'm sure it's therapeutic somehow, but I don't want to experiment with it. So yeah, just the water attacked me. Don't touch it. End of message.
End of message. All right. Mwezi, so that was some of your movement. You could move a little bit more if you want to. That was only like 15, 20 feet of your movement. So if you want to use your other 30 feet or other 10 feet or so, you can. And you do still have a bonus action, but Until then we return to Mwezi-Mwezi, who is on the outside corner, back right corner of this, staring up at the window that Scratch, the stained glass window that Scratch had broken to slip into this place.
So while like other things were going on, I was looking up something. How confident am I that if I was in like beast form, I can mostly go through the hole Scratch went through without, getting injured by glass or something like that?
Pretty confident at this point. Scratch isn't a fool. When she breaks a window,
Yeah, it's a
she makes
person,
sure that
so.
the lower side of it doesn't have any jags to easily snag, so you'd really have to botch it. It'll be an athletics or an acrobatics check. It'll be with advantage if you do it in
Okay.
beast form.
Okay. Yeah, apparently African wild dogs are the only bigger cannon are wolves.
Yeah,
So they're chunky.
yeah, they're thick boys.
So yeah, I'm gonna do athletics because that's my baby stat.
That's your good stat.
13.
13. With a 13, give me a d6 of damage. This isn't about you scratching yourself on the way in. It's about you landing a little awkwardly when you land.
Yeah. I have 1 point.
1 point. All right, take 1
Nice.
point of damage, of physical damage. And can I have you also, if you would be so kind, give me a stealth check. Roll.
Oh, me. Sorry. Stealth. 'Too busy chatting. I'm sorry, Steve. 12.
12. Okay. Who's feeling like they're rolling low numbers today?
Me.
Yeah. Okay. Then, if since Travoy Rome was first respond, give me a d20 roll. You are looking for an 8 or lower.
8 or lower. All right. What if I rolled a nat 20, theoretically?
It doesn't. You can't psych it out, Steve. It doesn't work like that. It's too smart.
All right, we'll get to that 20. You didn't have to use much in the way of movement, Mwezi-Mwezi, for you to do that. You see the stairwell beside you. I'm gonna drag your token over to kind of where you are now. Give me just a moment.
Yeah.
There's that Mwezi-Mwezi token. Whoop. Because we'll just put you at the kind of the top of the stairwell on the lower map. Whoop. But yeah, you're at the top of this stairwell here, and so you didn't use much of your movement. So you're welcome to use your regular movement and everything to further close on where you roughly know Scratch to be. You don't know exactly, but if you know that they went beyond the bend that you can see and into a hallway that is off to the left. So you know that much. Where do you go? I'm just gonna give you, because I said it would be 2 rounds. I'm gonna give you your full 30 feet of movement, and of course you can decide if you want to take a dash action or not to do that. I'm gonna say the jump was free.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go 30. Yeah. This will still be in 30, I think.
Yeah, that's roughly 30, yeah.
But I basically want to just kind of not just immediately rush in, because I know Scratch has said a lot, but situation may have changed, and I actually have not gotten the update since I've left Belladonna. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm just going to look around and stay back, kind of see what Scratch does. Because
Yeah.
I presume I know Scratch at this.
Yeah, you
distance.
can see Scratch down the halls, going toward the bottom of the map, and you can see the two statues standing vigil at the top of the map, Mwezi-Mwezi. And if Scratch happens to glance in that direction, it's going to be real hard for them not to spot you at that angle. So both of you can kind of clock each other in your current positions. I'm going to have you give me a perception check, Mwezi-Mwezi.
18.
You hear sounds coming as if someone is walking up to this section and about to open this door that was directly across from the stairwell. Coming from there, what do you do, Mwezi-Mwezi? Because you still have your action.
I feel like hearing that I would dash towards Scratch.
All right. Move
So,
another
how far?
30 feet, which would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, around here, somewhere in
Okay.
this rough region, is fine. Dash towards Scratch. All right. Coming from out of that, let me go grab their token. Coming from out of that doorway and racing up. Yeah. Get in this map.
Oh no!
Racing up is Mother Lucia, who races. You can hear at the door open, the door shut, and then Mwezi-Mwezi, you can easily hear that they're going up the steps, probably to investigate the noise that was just made. So they are up at the top of the stairwell / landing like platform. There's no like doorway there, so it's just kind of an open area. But you just missed them. But now Mother Lucia is suspicious because she's now able to see a broken thing, but we still have to resolve Belladonna's role. So Belladonna, what are you doing? What you up to?
Well, so this man who is spying is running away, right?
Yeah, he has run fully away.
Okay. Well,
I mean, you could chase him. He's running,
oh
but he
no,
was running at like
no,
normal
it's okay.
speed.
I don't have to chase him. It's fine. I cast Mind Spike, which has been on my list for 2 levels.
What Mind Spike do? Please regale me with Mind Spike.
Does 3d8 psychic damage, and as long as he's on this plane, I know where he is. And as long as I know where he is, he can't be hidden from me.
What do I
kind of.
What do I have to
You unleash
roll
a
for
string.
that?
Oh, yeah. It is a. Sorry, it's a long spell because of all the stuff it
No
does.
save. Fuck you.
That
Auto
would be
hits.
so cool, huh?
Auto hits. Auto tracked.
Alright, jumping different pages here. You drive a spike of psionic energy into the mind of a creature you see within range. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. All right.
And
What? And your DC is 14, if I recall
14,
correctly.
yeah. That's the pretty standard 14.
This is not a high enough number to succeed at that wisdom saving throw. Please roll 3d8 of damage.
Crazy because that's exactly how many d8 I took out of my dice bag. It's
Perfect.
like I had a plan.
Like you knew what was up.
It's going to be 17. And if he lives, I know where he is. Belladonna's catchphrase. If he lives, I know where he is.
You mind spike him. I'm going to let you, because he's succeeded, I'm going to let you decide if he just goes unconscious or if he straight up dies, non-lethal or lethal. It's your decision it's your
I
decision as
think.
to what you think Belladonna would do in that situation.
Oh no, flavor wise, I know exactly what it is. It's the bees. The bees follow him, and he's just unconscious for now. But
Yeah.
when he wakes up and the itching stops and he can breathe again and he thinks he's safe and he just hears a little bit of buzzing sometimes, the bees are following him
All right.
for until the spell is over.
Yep. You can sense it. You know that he is unconscious for at least the moment because of the bees. The psychic damage was too much and it overwhelmed him. He did have 15 hit points. 17 is higher than 15, so that was a one
It
and done.
is.
You can sense that you've got a lock on him. You know that you could, like a divining rod, be guided into his direction and path and know if he is near or far up to whatever degree Mind Spike allows. But so that is your action. A very successful Mind Spike. This is what happens when you never look at your you stand on business and not looking at your players' stuff, so or spells or abilities, so that you could be surprised by them, and be like, well,
Sometimes I'm surprised by them too.
yeah, exactly. Okay, that's your action, Belladonna. Bonus action, movement.
I think I actually did have a second thing, but that felt so good that I kind of forgot about it. Probably go inside, I guess.
Yeah.
Saunter, I'll say, because of how cool that was. I'll saunter inside and just kind of do a general perception check specifically to like hear if I can hear commotion under or outside. Try to ignore what's going on in this room, but like
Yeah, give me a
vibe out
perception. Yeah.
peripherals.
Give me an ear out roll.
16.
You can hear that someone somewhere, kind of on the far end in the broad direction of the back of the church, is moving about. In the church itself, there is an old man that is doing some sweeping, and there is still the couple kind of toward the back. They're not even on the map because they are NPCs, fully NPC, might as well be set dressing, and everything. But you hear something in a direction kind of generally to the back right, kind of beyond the organ. Beyond the organ, and you know that you've been to the back left because that's where you left off with Esther. That's Mother Lucia's office, but you can't really see anything in the back right. I've only
Okay.
been back there.
I think she'll just kind of kite around the side towards the organ, but stay in this room to keep her eyes open because she's not really kind of sure what egress either of her friends are going to take. So I'm kind of waiting to see who's going to cross my path first, I think.
This is fair. Okay, so back to the top of the round. We've got Scratch and we've got there, and we're not really an initiative anymore. Well, no, we are because Lucia's there, so we keep having reasons to kind of stick to initiative. So now that Mwezi-Mwezi and Scratch are together, you all can act together as a unit. Where do you all want to go?
So go ahead.
Oh, go on. You.
All right. So Scratch brings Mwezi-Mwezi quickly up to speed on like what the deal is with the wall of the statues. And it's just like, hey, yeah, there's a sauna in there. Nothing important in there. Don't touch the water.
Dripping wet.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
I will not,
but
Sister Scratch.
let's see. And so Scratch at this angle certainly didn't see Mother Lucia, but probably heard, the door swing open and somebody run
She
up
wasn't
the stairs.
quiet about it.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
not, Mwezi-Mwezi tries to like point back to imply someone
Yeah.
is that way.
So Scratch is like, yeah, let's check out this next door a little further out down the hallway first and see if we can. We'll go check out the statues once the coast is clear, hopefully. And then Scratch updates Belladonna. I've reunited with. I got Mwezi-Mwezi here with me. We're gonna check out
Okay.
this door. So,
I have a track on suspicious gardener. Only have an hour. Meet you down there or up here. That's the message. I've got 25 words, right?
Yeah.
And I can do that as like instantaneously.
Yeah, as part of the same message spell. So the Scratch sends another message. Meet up there for now, but they might be alerted to our presence, so keep an eye out.
Belladonna won't even reply. She'll just accept the message and stay there.
All right.
I just basically took a dash to get.
I'm going
Close enough
to
to
bend
Scratch.
space and time a little bit to you all basically know that it would be perhaps in your best interest to get out of sight, and so there's the door nearest you would be like the most convenient location to do so. You're not sure, but I'm going to let you be able to make the decision. Do you want to open, like, see if that door opens and see if you can just step in? Or do you want to risk that Mother Lucia is going to come back and maybe see you in the hallway?
I do want to try and open that door, because either Mother Lucia finds us, or, I don't know, in my mind, 50-50 shot if that room's occupied or not. So, let's try opening this door.
All right. Let me pick that door and boop. So you open up this door here. And when you open up the door, I hate that I accidentally grab the draw tool all the time. There we go. When you open up this door here, you see this room, and you can step into it, but you can only just step into it to kind of get yourselves out of sight of there. At first glance, before you step in, it looks completely empty. It mostly essentially looks like a place where people eat. It does look like maybe there's more than just Mother Lucia as part of this church, but not like a lot more, maybe like 3 or 4 people. 3 or 4 people. This is a kitchen. You can see pots on ovens. You can see some food out with leftovers from the morning. You can see a book out and like a map on a table and everything like that. So you can just sort of tuck yourselves in here if you choose to cross said threshold to go into the kitchen / dining mess.
Yeah, I think hiding out in the kitchen is probably the best idea for right now. If a cat and a dog get caught in the kitchen, nobody's gonna think twice about that.
Yeah, you do both look like a big cat and a big dog right now still, I imagine.
Yeah.
And so we'll drag Mwezi-Mwezi just inside as well.
Oh, I was trying to do it.
So nothing happens in the kitchen, but that is your movement and your kind of action to kind of like get there and get tucked in. Well, since they're not in it, Betty Buzzsaw, would you please roll me any dice really, but like it can be a D20. It's going to be odds or evens, and you get to decide if odds is good or if evens is good, and then tell me the example. So you get to call odds good or evens good, and then roll.
Okay, can I ask a clarifying question? Good for who?
Good for your allies.
For me and my okay,
Yeah.
good for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Odds good for us. I'm rolling a D8. Here we are. Sparkle music. White D8 gold lettering. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
With swing.
Great.
And that is a 5.
So odds.
So good for us,
Good for
I
you.
think, is what we decided. Odds allies. Yay.
That parody
You
one.
probably one or both of you kind of listen at the door to see if you hear any more movement or commotion. You don't. You don't hear anything else or any other footsteps. It's actually quite incredibly quiet down here. Don't hear anything else. You don't know where Mother Lucia is, but you do suspect that she is in no way closer to y'all's position. As we return again to the surface, Belladonna, you had mentioned that you were kind of making your way up and around kind of toward pipe organs wise. Correct. I'm going to say that if you want to just kind of meander over in
Yeah.
that direction, you can get there, even though it's like 90 feet. Who cares? We're in initiative, but we're not like in hard and fast rounds, and so it would make sense for you to be able to
And
do
again,
that.
Initiative.
fair.
This.
And then when you get over to pipe organ, are you still just eyes out? Or are you looking for anything else? You know that in theory, based off your knowledge of the interior and exterior, that where Scratch noted that they broke that she broke in, and where Mwezi-Mwezi surely followed, would be on the other side of the wall behind this pipe organ.
Okay. So I think, yeah, knowing that just logistically, I should probably go back around. She's going to try to meet up down there with them. There's doesn't appear to be any egress without breaking down a wall.
You saw a door that might lead to it from Mother Lucia's office in the back left, because you saw a door that kind of like led off in that direction, but you all didn't go there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Mother Lucia is in there, and that's what I meant. It was a commentary about my feelings about mother figures
Yeah.
breaking down a wall.
There you
Can't go through Mother Lucia.
Can't go through Mother Lucia. All right, so I'll let you kind of hustle out and around to try and get back down to the downstairs area. We'll be blurry with it, and in fact, we can continue to be blurry with it. Let's just zoom you at least so that you're all on the same map. When eventually, because Scratch and Mwezi-Mwezi will have ample time to kind of poke around in the room that they're in. So when Belladonna eventually gets to the opposite corner that are like out and around to where Scratch and Mwezi-Mwezi kind of snuck in, you see the broken window and everything like that. And as you approach, you don't hear any sort of noise of anyone from inside, at least the room that is exposed from the window.
Okay, so like totally silent,
Uh-huh.
and there doesn't seem to be anyone outside either.
Not from this angle. This is kind of, again, back toward a more secluded side of the church. This whole back half is pretty much some plants, a little bit of gate wall, and then not too far back, the actual city walls.
I mean, to me, this sounds like what we call Barovian Christmas, which is when you're trying to break into a place and there's nobody outside or inside. So I'm
Yeah.
just stoked to go in while everybody's sleeping on me.
All right, athletics check
Oh,
or
perfect.
acrobatics
Nothing
check. You will
happening.
succeed at this. That's just how much damage could you potentially take? And how much noise do you make?
Perfect. And since one is -1 and the other is +1, I'm going to make a decision.
Sometimes I'm worried that Betty
And I'm
Buzzsaw's
so
decision
glad
is the
that it was
-1.
the +1 because I rolled a 7, so I got an 8.
8. All right, that's gonna be 2. I need you to roll 2d6.
Uh-huh. That's really generous, actually, for how much I agreed to that before I made the decision. It's a 2 and a 3 for a total of 5.
5. Take 5 damage, and I need you to
Yeah,
make a
yep.
stealth check.
Just a stealth check, not with disadvantage? That's crazy.
You had to
Thank
get
you.
a 5 or below. 5 or below would have been 3d6, and that one would have been 4d6. A 5 or below is stealth with disadvantage, and that one was, of course, an immediate failure to the stealth.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. I was, also because Mother Lucia is active about something.
I got a 14.
14?
Notorious budge number that I'm
14?
excited to hear.
14. Mwezi-Mwezi, can you give me a d20 roll? And you want this roll to be a 10 or lower.
$13.
Oh no.
Okay.
I use my bad die.
I'm
You
gonna
get a
let
I'm
you.
gonna trust that it was because it's gonna make the story more interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you make a decision here, Belladonna.
Mm-hmm.
This is really a coin flip. You can see, because it's not hidden from you, you can see the stairwell down in a hallway. And you can see a door across the way from the stairwell down. You have enough time from the noise that you hear of someone turning around in a room sort of kitty corner to this that you all don't know what it is. Here, let me move it into the stream. Move the stream a little bit closer to this. So in the room, sort of kitty corner in the dark space that you can't really see over here, you can see a door here. You can hear noises coming from this direction. You have enough time to make a choice. You can either try your luck with just trying some other scenario to hide, or beeline for a door that you don't know what's behind it. Down in the basement, directly across from the stairwell.
Okay, that's very concise and makes it much more clear. Belladonna will go for the mystery door every time.
Mystery door.
Almost nothing good thrives in the darkness, and everything that thrives in the darkness needs a little bit of light to check on it.
All right, so
So it
Belladonna.
needs to be peeked at.
Belladonna, you rush to the mystery door. I need to reveal the mystery behind it. Behind the mystery door. Cloud. Click the fog. Make the fog go away. And then close the door behind you, of course. Yay, everybody's on the same map. We love it.
Yay!
See if I can get that. Yeah, that shows in view for everybody. So you are in this room, and you, Belladonna, hear the door kind of up the stairs and to the left opening as you kind of quietly shut this door behind you. I'm going to describe more of what's going on in that room in a bit, but I will return right now to Scratch and Mwezi-Mwezi in their room. In their little kitchen table-y room here. You got some time. Doors closed. At this point, you haven't heard anything because we're not quite synced up with Belladonna's run in and everything. What do you do in this kitchen room?
If the depiction of everything in the room is accurate,
It is.
which I'm assuming it is,
Mm-hmm.
Scratch is particularly interested in this map and book over here.
All right.
I'm just gonna otherwise, while still liking Beast One, like sniff around and see if there's anything that catches my attention one way or another.
Mhm.
I'm figuring it's probably best to stay in it because that's a disguise of sorts.
Yeah, hit me with a perception or survival check with advantage for you, Mwezi-Mwezi, because you got some time. And for Scratch, first, the map portion of this is very easy. You look at the map, you almost immediately identify it as a map of not only Vallaki, but Barovia. It has some more indicators on stuff. Some more clarity on like western and southern Barovia. It doesn't have a lot of marks outside of Vallaki in the area that you've been to, but it does have a few more. And more importantly, it has very clear borders and everything, and a little bit more like distance and understanding. So if you want, and you can note this for next time, but I will add it to your inventory. You have an updated map of Vallaki and Barovia. A little bit more detail on where things are in Vallaki that are of interest to whoever has been reviewing this map, and a couple of more known spaces in Barovia that you all will be able to have.
Excellent.
We'll return to see if you want to like continue poking around the book and some other stuff here, or like
Yeah.
the envelopes and papers. But Mwezi, what did you get on your roll?
Yeah, 20 on survival.
20 non-nat, correct?
Right.
You smell around here. It smells like food and paper. You're pretty confident there's nothing like this is an entirely benign space. There's a little bit of ink, little bit of little bit of uh, items here that like a little bit of food items, a little bit of cookware, but like this is just a used kitchen and dining room space. There's nothing like dangerous here. There doesn't seem to be any traps. You got plenty of time to get like a good vibe. There's not much going here
Okay.
as far as threats. So you seem pretty safe, and you still don't hear anything kind of approaching from the exterior, at least nearby.
I will go back over around Scratch and relay that to her.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the option, Scratch. You can, in this moment, either check out these here or this book here.
Can I just like when I take the map, can I just scoop the book into
Yeah.
my bag as well to look at it later?
Yep.
And then we'll go check out the thing that Mwezi found.
I didn't really find anything.
Yeah, Mwezi
Oh.
didn't find anything. Mwezi found
But-
that this was a normal place.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Oh.
there's the letters there.
Yeah.
That might still count as something interesting that is
Yeah,
normal.
so the letters are
Yeah,
there.
let's go. Let's
And
take a
so
look at
you
the
scoop
letters.
the map in the book, you close the book, and you look at the letters.
Yeah.
I was
Scratch.
more thinking like dangers, and we're good. We're good.
Yeah, Mwezi just confirmed no dangers. Scratch. Upon looking at the letters, you see that one of them is sealed with a seal of what looks like a helm with a sword, like a wax seal that looks like it's being addressed to go out. Another one, however, is open from a broken seal that looks like it was addressed to it. And the broken seal has a little looks like when you close it back up, the wax seal kind of looks like a crow, and it just has a pretty simple statement that essentially amounts to, like, it's a little bit more long-winded than this, but essentially amounts to, Mother Lucia, we've talked about this. We cannot possibly house what you need here unless we also get the benefit of it and the artifacts that we would like to house here. Until that time, we are at an impasse. It is too dangerous for us to take on the risk without the security that has prevented it from being as risky for you. Thank you so much. And then it is unsigned.
All right. A crow, and then the other seal was what was
Kind of
it?
like a knight helm with like a sword in between it, and that one was like that one is, you know, like envelope sealed and everything, and
Yeah.
looks like it's addressed outward, not inward.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that one
All
is
right.
specifically when you glance at the exterior, because you would, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Where is it? Why I not open you up real quick? I know how I can find it. But a moment. So I did not smartly have this in my quick notes. You see the location is to or the location that the envelope that is stamped and still sealed, that looks like it's going out, is going out to the Wizard of Wines.
Okay, interesting. The Wizard of Wines. All right. So mental note to ask Belladonna about that later.
Wine?
All right.
Yeah, wine, as in fermented grape.
Okay.
The Wizard of Wines, like really annoying
Guys.
I only know one wizard of wine, and he comes to brewery only on BDSM weekends. He's very fun at parties and very nice man. His wife, lovely, brings jello, like little jello things, like jello mode, but small.
With
Very
alcohol?
nice. Just such a great idea.
The true tragedy of Barovia is no such thing as jello shooters.
We're gonna bring them to Barovia.
We don't have anything high enough proof that doesn't melt through stuff. There's a gap there.
Yeah, there's a big old gap between like Utah grade alcohol or moonshine and nigh in between.
All right, so I think at this point it's like looks like mostly it's just food here. Scratch is gonna turn to Mwezi-Mwezi and just kind of like motion at the door and start heading towards it. And then she's like, "Oh, by the way, if anybody sees us and it's a problem, we can distract them by pretending we're having a fight."
I like that idea.
So that is when you all hear the sound of a door or someone running down the steps and a door opening and closing in the distance that you know is on this level but pretty far from you before you exit this kitchen.
Oh, Scratch makes eye contact with Mwezi-Mwezi and is like, it starts like hustling.
Yeah, hustling over there.
Okay. We're gonna go back to
Move myself, mother.
we can go back to Belladonna. Belladonna, you are in a room filled with sleeping people. And by filled with, I mean there are several beds, and I should actually move one more token into here. I forgot to before the session. get over there, and then I'll expand them. Now, these people aren't all actually large size. I'm just making the icons large so that they fit with the beds very clearly. They're all normal size. These beds are actually all quite large beds, though. Each could easily house 2 people side by side in it, but only currently need 1. And the first one you see is Esther, resting comfortably, tucked in, honestly. Wheelchair that you had provided beside her bed, resting. But you also see all of these other older people. All of them seem to be resting. And in the center here, you see a very simple, very basic rendition of a rug with 2 axes and a crescent moon and a few stars on it. And that is specific to you because you see a runner rug between these beds that's much larger and much older, but this rug seems to be unaged with time and is quite nice and is directly dead center of the room on top of the runner. What does Belladonna do with this scene?
I think my first question is there a layer of dust around the rim of the carpet? Like it's piled up and just the surface of the carpet is ever young and or dirtless? Or does it seem like somebody just flopped it down recently? Because there's like no or even a poof of dust where it might have been dropped.
I'm gonna need a perception check, but this is more of just kind of like a luck roll. To see if there's enough dust to like disseminate that and it's consistent enough in this room.
It was a natural 1 for a 3, so I think maybe Belladonna has allergies.
Yeah, the room isn't super dusty. Like, it's not like pristinely clean, but the floors especially have enough clearness to, the carpet is much newer than the carpet it's on top of, but the carpet it's on top of and the floors and like a lot of things, like they might have dust in like corners and stuff, but like they're relatively clear and clean in here. Um, uh, 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 yeah, so that's all you get from that. So it's definitely standing out and it's definitely new, but you don't know if it's new and untread or new and to cover up something or anything, but like it's just sitting there.
Okay, that's fair, and that's really a periphery. I think if Belladonna comes in this room, and again, I see Esther here, right?
Yep, she is the green
Belladonna's
one right there. Yeah.
Yeah, Belladonna's immediate impulse here when seeing Esther here is that not that all of these people are old and infirm, but that all of these people are a problem in some way that they are trying to quash. Because there's no way that Esther would just be laying there. Esther didn't just turn all infirm and sick for no reason. And I get the sense that the other people here aren't there because they're just sick and elderly
They're
either.
sick and elderly.
So like that, because Esther was vibing. And now she's sitting here and looks just as sick as anybody else. So I don't trust this. I'm going to go to the desk and like try to leaf through medical documents. Like not even super hard, not research, but just like see if they even are keeping anything or if they're just like, haha, evil plan. Probably not. But if this is supposed to be an infirmary, you would expect there to be documentation of some
When you say desk, you
variety.
mean right like here?
And that like sort of top, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Because this
desk is
is
just to the
like
top.
a.
Oh, over
And what
here.
is
Yeah.
this exactly?
That
No,
is
not
water
this. This
basin.
what? Yeah, that
And
looked
so,
more like an alchemy station or
yeah,
water basin, something like that.
yeah, that's
But
water
yeah.
basin and some rags and everything. Maybe some medical supplies, maybe some small bandages, but yeah.
hmm But no, I'm trying to look for documentation. It's going to be probably per individual, so I'm going to go to the first and most pertinent desk
By Esther,
to
yeah.
look for Yeah, for
Um, you see some hastily written down notes that are the description of what you already know. Lesser restoration didn't seem to solve things. Cure wounds didn't seem to solve things. I can't remember the third spell. But another spell didn't seem to solve things. There seemed to be nothing physically, medically wrong. No injuries, no hampering or anything. Breathing was normal. Pulse was normal. And that they would have to be doing more research. So you see actually a pretty it's not like super aggressively detailed, but it is a pretty like complete bullet point list of like
okay.
what
And
Mother Lucia like did while she was in front of you all and the
mhm.
information you all gave her.
I think, and then I would probably go to a couple other tables, especially here. This girl we saw. I love her face. We saw her at the fair or something.
Yeah,
But
again,
I'm
if any
just
of
gonna
these
check a couple other people's. It
yeah,
doesn't matter. I know it's not actually related. This is more flavor text. I'm going over to
yeah,
check her notes because
but she
oh
is
my god, we
adorable.
saw her at the fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna check some other notes just basically for the same level of consistency or thoroughness, or to see if there's a similar background. Like, are
Um
these all like fallen heroes, super obviously kidnapped this one from here, evil plan, or are some of these just actually some old people who really need to be here?
I'm gonna have you give me an insight check with advantage
Oh,
or an investigate check with advantage, either one. You could also do a medicine or arcana check. I'd allow either of those too. I think all four of
I'm
those
gonna
would be.
I'm gonna do an investigate check with advantage, but I have a proposal. Maybe another natural. Oh, it looked like a one
That's a
from
7.
here.
That's a
Oh my
7.
god, I was scared. No, so
Okay,
that's
so
a
that was a
7,
9,
which
but
gave
you
me
you
a
were
9.
you were hedging toward a
Frightened.
proposal before the results came up and you panicked. And were you gonna proposition
I think it's
a
funny if we
scenario?
have advantage and you give us 2 stats to roll. Instead of rolling one stat with advantage, we roll both and give it different colored dice, and then we decide which one won. It gives us exactly the same strategic advantage, but there's flavor
Gives a
there.
little flavor there. No, I think that's a good idea, and I will be happy to split your stats, especially when I have different little beats to reveal. With a 9,
Yeah.
it's not that you don't learn anything because these are written notes and you know how to read. Um,
Why?
the turtle with the pigtails, and the blonde bags, she seems to have come down with the Barovian version of consumption. You can see that there is a tonic beside her that when you smell it, you know is a sleeping draught. Draught, and as far as you can tell, there is nothing other than a medical problem with her. The one across from her, the dinosaur-y looking reptile with the flower in the middle of her head, she seems to be under a curse, and there's a lot of like crossed out, like sort of indented, crossed out notes on the curse. Love's first kiss was crossed out. Love's first kiss was crossed out. like discovering a mystery of her like wronged past was crossed out. Someone in her family is cursing her is crossed out, and there's some other supposition notes of what could be causing the curse. But at least for these two, and with Esther, like with a 9, it's not that anything is inherently like lying to you, but you kind of quickly surmise like these all seem to be just straightforward notes, and more importantly, each of these 3 people seem to have different issues. All of them are resting, and it might be that you're not like with a 9. I'm not going to presume what your character does, but like one of them, is just resting because they're kind of drugged up, and then one of them has some sort of sleeping curse on them. But like, there's 3 more in here that you would be able to get to, or can eventually get to, but at least these first 3, they seem to be being taken care of. What you would suspect a room like this would be used for in a normal church situation is happening.
Okay. I think Belladonna's not sneaky, so she's not going to try to catch up with her other friends. I think Belladonna will probably maneuver if there isn't a chair in the room. I think she'll probably maneuver maybe to sit towards the end of this bed, and she'll take out some of her books and start reading out loud to the sleeping and infirm to comfort them. And yes, I mean some of her books as openly and fervently as possible.
How loud do you think Belladonna is reading?
I think if you'll let me roll for it in some way, I'm kind of looking at my spell list here, and nothing I think I can even flavor this way. But I think I want a classic witch whispering into children's dreams situation.
There you go.
Like,
yeah.
I want it's not loud, it's not booming or fervent, but it just creeps in. It's melodic, it's nice, it sounds innocuous, and it just seeps in.
All right, give me, I'm gonna say stealth with advantage.
Sick.
Or actually, no, give me 1 stealth and give me 1 arcana.
So that was stealth, was 15. Call me on my own thing immediately. Oh, and then Arcana was 16. Remarkably similar result variation.
However, with Arcana being higher, you can note this down for your character sheet. I will try to give you a little bit of this. Since you described it as classic witch whispering into the dreams of children, Belladonna, I don't know that you're doing this as on purpose, like doing this as effectively. You are whispering like someone would with a message spell, but you're not whispering, so you're only making a whisper. But your words aren't landing on the ears of the sleeping people, which is what the message spell does. It's still technically an audible sound noise. It can be stymied by things like silence and stuff. But you are, in fact, whispering into their minds as they sleep. And the tale you tell does reach their dreams, if said dreams can be reached. I am going to create an ability for you to do a mass sort of sending messenger thing that allows you to basically quietly communicate to people that are sleeping over great distances and multiple targets as you unlock a very specific but potentially very useful ability in the future. About the ability to at least narrate into people's dreams. And in doing so, Belladonna doesn't catch the vibe of Mother Lucia, doesn't catch the attention of Mother Lucia. Why would Mother Lucia assume that the door only like a moment ago that she was just inside would be hiding anything that was hiding from her? And she starts heading this way. But you all don't know that because you heard the door. Scratch and Mwezi-Mwezi, would you please tell me what you are doing without your characters knowing that Mother Lucia is like right about top of the old hallway. Can't see her when you first exit the door, but
yeah. Well, Scratch's idea, the agenda basically is to head back down and like try and get a look at the words behind the statues or whatever it was that I noticed when they were grabbing at me, and see if I can try and suss out what kind of passphrase it is they're looking for. So we'd be like, making our way back down this way with a little bit of hustle because, time's not on our side, but not like, full sprinting or anything. We're still like, sneaking.
All right.
Hustle.
Mwezi-Mwezi and Scratch, please give me an initiative roll, and I would love it if Belladonna, if you would, and this isn't like an initiative roll, this is just a roll for speed. We'll take the higher between the two of you. Belladonna, would you just roll an initiative roll and let me know the number that you get, and that'll be Mother Lucia's number.
Flat 20.
I rolled that one, so that would be 3.
Okay, so
That was an adjusted 20 over here also.
was it? Yeah, so 2 adjusted 20s, basically. Okay,
Yep.
Perfect. Scratch and Mwezi-Mwezi, you are able to get to the statues before Mother Lucia like kind of comes to this. I think we'll time it that she gets to hear as both of you arrive to the top of the statues. I think that's only fair.
Like around here?
No, you can get right up to them if you want to. Are you keeping your distance to not get reached for by them? Okay.
Don't want to be grabbed.
Yeah, you realize that if you're a little over 5 feet away from them, you're fine and everything.
Okay.
Give me perception checks, please, with advantage.
Already?
Both of you.
Let's see if I can.
Ooh. That's a 15 and a nat 20.
Beautiful.
10. Nope. Dumb dog.
All right, Scratch with a 15 and a nat 20. I need you to hear these things, and I need you as a player to not think about them. I'm going to say them. No player gets to, or Scratch doesn't get to think about them because of the timing of this.
So I know, but Scratch doesn't know.
Yeah, so Scratch Scratch reads this. She just can't instantly try and solve these.
Gotcha. Okay.
You see 3 placards, each wooden, each with recently chiseled riddles on them.
Okay.
The first, the apiist knows me for my honey, but they do not know my orthology. I think a bumbler like me, or to think, a bumbler like me could write. A type of competition, what would you call me? That's the first one. The second one, and don't worry, I'll post these. Those that love to tinker are drawn to me. Those that love to build keep me on hand. Those that love to dream will scrawl me out. What am I called if not a plan? And then the last one, when I speak it is harshly, I sometimes whine and wonder. I don't see like a cat, but I'm close to the start. And while we don't share the lives, we share the number. Each of these is 3 Sphinxian style riddles where you are supposed to answer them.
it.
And that is
Gotcha.
the speak the words. You immediately understand left to right, or maybe in any order. You need to speak the answers to these riddles. With an adjusted 20, you know that these are riddles that are changed out to some degree. So this is a very active thing. This isn't like an ancient dungeon, but it's a simple rotating passkey phrase of things that this person has done. And it is at that point that Scratch absorbs it that you hear Mother Lucia stepping across and behind you. Now you're in palace cat form.
Mm-hmm.
Mwezi-Mwezi is in dog form. Mother Lucia only saw Mwezi-Mwezi in full human form.
Mm-hmm.
So Mwezi-Mwezi, you're just a dog down here.
Yep.
And Scratch appears to be just a cat. Scratch had mentioned a plan if Mother Lucia ended up running into you. Do you all enact said plan?
I am going to begin to growl at Scratch and move towards her. Like, I honestly kind of wanted to body check her down, just to be like, oh, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Like, not knowing my level.
In response, Scratch is immediately going to she's gonna act like she got surprised, like she didn't know Mwezi-Mwezi was behind her.
Yeah.
She's gonna leap around and arch back and puffed up and hiss, and she's gonna swat Mwezi-Mwezi, but claws in, just a soft swat, and just and then leap back.
He'll try to take it if he can.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's just a stage punch.
I trust that my sister would not just hurt me for no good reason.
Since you are cooperating, each of you roll performance, and we will take the higher.
Alrighty.
Betty Buzzsaw, would you please roll a d20? And you're hoping for low.
11.
Okay.
13.
Absolutely. And can Belladonna hear this happening outside?
You are
can I hear the
immediately
literally kitty and dog sounds?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Especially
You're not
considering
rolling
I
for
know
this.
there's a plan.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Because,
I'm rolling for a separate thing. It's a separate d20. I'm just it's my turn to talk.
If
it was a
Instantly.
dog, if it was a dog and a cat chasing each other, they would have been so quiet until now, and then just
Right.
suddenly start barking at each other.
Oh no, I rolled an 18. That's bad.
It is
I
bad.
went low, right? Yeah.
How's this gonna play out?
But it wasn't so high that it gets her over 25. Mother Lucia apparates a broom in her hand and just starts immediately approaching both of you to sweep at you, being like, "Get out of here! What are you doing?" This is what you hear the dog and cat noise first, though.
Okay.
What do you want to do upon hearing that, Belladonna?
Belladonna would immediately put the book down. Put the book down. Open up the book that may or may not continue reading while I'm not in the room.
Ooh.
If it's open up.
Mm.
And I will run out and immediately just act like this is my dog and cat. I'm a weird witch lady with healing stuff, reading to the sick people. I'm going to run and I'm going to... Oh my God, Artemis, Apollo, you must stop always. Always, you're fighting.
Just
Famous Egyptian god.
God, the Egyptian gods, Artemis and Apollo.
I am so sorry, sister. Please, I am so sorry. I did not expect to have to be here so long, but I am looking after my sister Esther. I will keep them with me. Please, do not even look at us. Do not even. I will get away. Do not. I'm so sorry, and I'll just aggressively drag them back towards the bunk room.
All right. So what you? Go on.
I am definitely playing up to the oh no, I'm in trouble.
So
Looking very sad and whining.
before
Scratch struts looking smug and like purring and rubbing against Belladonna.
Belladonna, please roll deception and performance separately, and then you pick which one you want to use.
I will roll. Yeah, performance is first. 12 deception. 6. So I think I'm gonna go with the 12 performance, and I'm just gonna really lean on the fact that both of them are into it. Belladonna did not believe in this plan that hard, but apparently they're both leaning into it, so
all
maybe
right.
it'll work.
You have a decent chance here because this was happening, and Belladonna comes in full performance. In full performance, while Mother Lucia was like getting ready to like shoo the animals away, and that's distracting and confusing. Mwezi-Mwezi and Scratch, please roll 2d20. This is for Mother Lucia's insight check. Whichever of the lowest ones is the one that we'll take. So it's like you're each rolling as low as you possibly can.
I rolled an 8.
8. What about you,
I
Mwezi-Mwezi?
rolled a 4. I
A
rolled a 4.
4 is better than an 8. An 8 wouldn't have done it, but a 4 does. A 4 does. Mother Lucia looks super. No one needs to insight check that Mother Lucia is upset, not like in a furious way, but in a like a how dare this be a scenario way. Control your pets. Control your pets. Please get these creatures out of my. I have sick people down here. What are you? Why are you down here? She's so upset, and she almost kind of, she's not really, but she's almost like instinctually her physicality is like trying to shoo Belladonna with the broom a little bit as well in that way. That is like, well, it can't be. The animals have stopped freaking the hell out, and so and everything is like, get out of here! What are you doing? And then she hears a voice from the room and everything, and she stops because she immediately turns to the door and goes, all of you, get out of here. And then she goes into this room to figure out where the voice is coming from. And you all have a beat here. What do you do?
Oh, Belladonna doesn't have a beat. If someone's running towards that, she's getting there first.
So you're just chasing immediately after her.
Well, no, I'm not
We're
chasing
right
her.
by-
I'm getting there before she gets there. If I think she can hear the source of the voice, I don't want her getting there first and taking it.
Okay. Okay, we'll go to
The immediate instinct is, oh, she's heard it. She's gonna hear where it's coming from,
Yeah.
and she's not taking my book. So
Yeah.
I'm pushing her out of the way to get it first.
So you're all struggling, and Mother Lucia is like all going for that. You're not gonna have to roll to beat her to get back to the book that you know exactly where you placed it and exactly where it was, and no one's expecting you to like hop, sort of like a jog, skip to move past her to get there. And she's like, "What?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to be down." And as you return to the low, because I assume you left it on the bed.
Yeah, probably either on the bed or on the desk, somewhere in that general vicinity.
So you get
somewhere
back in there,
grabbable from that door.
and she follows you in, and she follows you in. It appears Scratch does as well, and everything. And Mother Lucia's like, I assume you close the book the moment you can get to it, right?
Yeah, like close it and put it in the bag, like tuck it away, or like if I don't have my bag on my shoulder, like behind my back, just like we're playing keep away, right?
Yeah.
We're running for it.
Well, let's say,
or at least Belladonna thinks we're playing keep away,
Yeah.
so she grabs it and she's just like,
give me a sleight of hand check on doing it so fast that she doesn't know it's the source. And I'm going to say that with Scratch so nearby and definitely following in step, and because Scratch is a feline.
Oh, I'm trying to interfere. For sure. I'm underfoot and everything.
Yeah, and everything. I think you can roll it with advantage.
okay, perfect. Oh, I'm trying to interfere. That's what a bestie says.
I thought that they just... Ooh.
Okay, good. An adjusted 20. That for a second looked like it was going to land on a 19, then it rolled on the 3, and that was sad.
Okay, but an adjusted 20 is plenty here. You manage to, with Scratch kind of slowing her down, she gets into the room as the, as you shut the book and seamlessly like tuck it into your shoulder bag, crossbody, whatever, wherever you keep your book. The magic pocket that just exists in a D&D character at all times. And so while she's stumbling, she's stumbling over Scratch and everything. She's like, terrible cat, God, what? And she looks around when the voice has gone away, and she looks and then looks back at you, Belladonna, not suspiciously. It's like more just like frustrated. All right. Was someone in here? I need to find out what's going. I need to check on my patients. I will also check on your friend Esther. I'm going to check on my patients. Please. People are not, like, patrons of the church, citizens of Vallaki are not supposed to be down here.
We have friends here. I have my sister Esther is here. I was just reading to my sister as she is sleeping. I'm sorry, I did not mean to intrude.
It didn't sound like it, but was that voice your big strong friend? The big strong friend that was with you?
No, I am just I can orate. It is my profession.
Oh.
I'm like poking my nose in, whining, like, because I'm like, I thought we're supposed to go upstairs. That's just trying to sell, like, that I am not that person. Like, the dog is not who the person you saw.
Well, I cannot guarantee your safety down here. Some of these people are sick with regular sickness. Others might have curses on them. There's a reason I don't let people other than those who have dedicated their lives to healing people down into this place. So, if you would please leave, I will keep you updated on your friend. I understand that you want your friend to feel the comfort of your presence. But it is very important that you leave me be. I will take care of Miss Esther, and I will keep you updated. You are welcome to hang around the church grounds, but you are not welcome down here.
You are very right. I am very sorry. I hope you can appreciate that. I just wanted to give a healing word. And then I will exit and I'll like make a like pretty fluttery sort of bowing kind of, and then gathering my stuff, kind of making a commotion like a Jim Henson character, gathering stuff to create a lot of distraction if either Mwezi-Mwezi or Scratch want to escape my presence. Otherwise, I will also like continue the shtick of getting them out of here if they want an exit.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you want to try to take Belladonna's flourish and delay as an opportunity to sneak more around? Or do you want to just exit with Belladonna and maybe return?
I think Scratch is gonna exit with Belladonna, but Scratch is gonna leave. Scratch is gonna try and leave ahead because she actually wants to get out and around the grounds to like do some messaging with Irina, but from outside, where she has all the time in the world.
When Scratch passes by, I'm gonna step towards her, just like trying to like act like I'm gonna restart the fight, but just intimidation.
Yeah, Scratch is bat the nose on her way by.
So the three of you make your exit up the stairs and out of the basement. You get to the top of the stairs. And Scratch, you feel it as you approach. You get to the top of the stairs and you feel the spell modified, but it doesn't modify to allow you in particular. It just dismisses.
Oh, interesting.
So the alarm spell goes off. If we go over to the other map, do you use this opportunity because do you use this opportunity to try to hop back up out the window, or do you use it to try and go out of
Scratch is actually, if the others are far enough behind her, she's a cat. She's gonna go check this out. She's just a curious little kitty.
Okay, give me
Just
just
on her way
a
out, get a little more intelligence.
Give me just a moment to clear that out.
Yep. And I'm loyal, so I'm staying near Belladonna.
And in reality, since the other door is right there, but you know that it was pretty damaged on the pretty shorn up on the other side and pretty locked down, perhaps she just assumes you're going to go that way.
Yeah, that's true.
In this rear chamber, you see essentially another level of office with more more potions and salves and ingredients, more books lining the walls, a map down on the runner that's down to the bottom of this room, a doorway straight across, which certainly must lead into which you imagine certainly must lead into the opposite side chamber, which is you kind of know that that's your path out. And in here you can see books, you can see letters and everything. Do you go to grab anything? You're not sure you're gonna have enough time to look or review anything, but do you go to try and steal anything surreptitiously while you were alone in this place?
Yeah. So the plan is I want to use feline agility again, because I've had around so far where I haven't moved, so I've got it back. I want to quick jump up here, and then I just want to like glance and see like, does this look particularly interesting or worth swiping or not? And then based on that, go over here and see if there's anything particularly noteworthy about this map that might make it worth anything.
That map is the same as the other map, so you don't have to
Okay.
worry about that map. So if you go and swing by the desk,
Mhm.
give me either religion or perception, and you can roll both and pick
Okay.
the one you want to take.
I like that.
I'm immediately
Alright.
gonna do this all the time, Betty Buzzsaw. I love this idea so much because a lot of times I do have sort of like, well, if you learn this side, this is what you get. If you learn this,
I got a 17 on religion.
religion. On
It feels like I always want to roll both instead of roll one twice. It's like I like rolling better, but it's like,
well, also there might be a situation where I might start calling out. You can get a little bit if you go high in religion. You could get more if you go high in this one, or it might make more sense, or you're trying to find out something specific.
just sort of the same system, but a little more like nebulous. We're a little more honest about it above table, which I
Yeah.
think gaming has gotten in general.
Um,
Like you know what DCs are now.
yeah, you know what a 15
Okay.
is and what a 20 is, and what a 25 is and what a 30 is. But with a 17 on religion, you glance at it, it's something about St. Andrew's crypt, and more importantly, with a 17, St. Andrew's remains is all that you get to glance at before there. The letters seem maybe important, but probably not. Nothing cries out to you, but the book, and specifically the pages that it's on, or the pages that look tabbed in, look a little bit more like St. Andrew's remains is what they're talking about, and that's all you get from that.
Okay.
Very Barovia always remains. Bones this, blood that.
Mental coin flip now. Because I've already swiped some intel down in the basement. And like with everything going on, if this all I feel like, okay, no, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna steal everything that's not nailed down. Not it's already suspicious enough, Alright, so make mental note of those details, and then she just kind of hops off and pads I don't know how far you want to let me get, but her next aim is into this room, basically, on the way out.
Yeah, on the way out. Mwezi-Mwezi and Belladonna, I think, would catch up fairly quickly while you were there. And you can hear behind you, Mwezi-Mwezi, Belladonna, about 15, 20 paces back, that Mother Lucia is following you out. Not like immediately, but she is ready. Thank you so much. She is ready to escort you all out, and everything. And so, it's a little bit of a risk reward for Scratch if you want to try and like look around in the front office portion before you dip. Because she's much closer, and everything. And I will say that because of the nature of how these doors open and close and sort of the organization of the shape of this building, there is very little way without Mother Lucia potentially picking up on it that Scratch can communicate, or you all can coordinate here. So it's kind of on Scratch.
Yeah. Cool.
Are you saying anything before we get back to Scratch? Are you saying anything, Belladonna, to Mother Lucia on your way out? Niceties or anything like that? Or are you leaving it mostly quiet in the air?
Oh no, I'm still making a pretty big production about being, oh, I'm so sorry, and like and if Mwezi-Mwezi, who's probably being a pretty good boy, I'll make like my bags big And anytime Mwezi just does anything, I'll just be like, oh, okay, and we're going. And if like a curtain moves, I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm getting out of the... Yeah, I'm making a pretty big production about making a lot of space time for leaving, but not to the point where they're gonna call the cops. You know, like full Karen algorithming it.
Yeah.
Just really weighing how long I can drag it out before people start filming.
And I'm just thinking about moving it along as the progression goes. Because
Mm.
simply it's like, no, like I would like the goodest thing to do would be to leave. Why are you taking so long, mother? Why?
Um,
And I mean in like a sub 5 minutes way, at a like
Yeah.
not too extreme, just like definitely giving a lot of time for Scratch to do a final sweep if she wants to.
Or,
Scratch.
you know,
Thank you.
In this room, your choice of skill for investigating a room when you know you only have moments to do so, of identifying and interacting with something. I'll let you roll whatever you like. It's gonna be a flat roll. And then based off the DC of the roll, 15 gives you a little bit, 20 gives you more, 25 gives you something real juicy.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna roll investigation then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't suppose a nat 1 gets me anything.
That one does
I mean,
get you something.
in trouble.
I'll spit in your mouth
by
if
the-
you want, I guess.
Oh, performance-wise, by the way, is if Scratch gets like anybody walks in on her, she's gonna just start chewing the nearest thing, like the pen, the desk, whatever.
It's a person, and it was a bad idea.
Scratch, please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
Did Scratch eat a poisonous houseplant? I'm gonna be so upset. Scratch ate a poinsettia. I'm gonna be pissed off.
Constitution, that is a 16.
It's close. You feel it trigger, and I'm gonna say that it makes you start bolting for getting out of this church because you're not sure if you are going to be able to withstand it. As a cloud, you like get toward a desk and you like, I don't even think your paw trying to open this carefully or checking on something. Your like tail brushes a handle on the desk just briefly, and it triggers a small puff of magical smoke that you know is a sleep spell. And so you just start bounding out of there as fast as you can, not quite sure if you can withstand it. And though you are on the DC was a 16, though you are on the edge of passing out in that room, you instead manage to bolt out. So Scratch, you just disappear. Nothing gained, but with a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more information, you get out. There's no like barriers to you getting out of the church or anything like that. But I will say it will kind of rush you to get just fully out of the building and out of sight, because if you do pass out, you need to not be anywhere inside. And then with that and this kind of slow roll of Mwezi-Mwezi and Belladonna, with Mother Lucia escorting them out of the building. As she escorts you out of the building and you all make your way through both of these rooms, you get to see the back room, you get to see the office again. She escorts you out of this building. She simply informs you, if for whatever reason you come and you do not see me and wish to summon me, you can go to that pipe organ and hit a note or two, that is enough of an alarm to let me know someone is here and that they would request me, especially if you don't lead it into a song. And I will be more than happy to come up and greet you up here. Thank you for apologizing about your dogs, dog and cat. Please keep them on leash.
Yes, I am so sorry. I left them all for the chickens at home. We were short, and there were people trying to nab the chickens. So I had to, and like the donkeys are also at pasture. It is a whole ordeal.
Fine, leave. And Mother Lucia just turns around, expecting you all to finish your exit of the place, and heads back to her office and down the stairs. Scratch, you said that you were going to head out toward the back area to try and get in touch with Arena.
Mhm.
We don't have to do the scene now, but what I would love for you to do is give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Already? 11.
Eventually, Scratch is going to do this. And eventually, Scratch is going to be able to communicate with Arena. Like in the next few moments, certainly next session. But what you all don't see, because why would you look for this? It'd be hard to spot even at a distance, is as Mother Lucia goes back downstairs and checks the main room to see if anything's missing, begins there. Doesn't think to check the kitchen, because it's a kitchen. Like, what would be back there? It's not an important room and everything. It's almost like her head is at a tilt as she listens into a conversation that isn't that she's not supposed to be a part of, but she is able to hear, between her captive and a feline friend of hers, that only in this conversation is she beginning to put together, wait, there was a big cat with the witch, and I met a big walking and talking cat earlier in the day that was also with the witch, I think. Did I? No, it was at the party. She wasn't there with the wheelchair thing. Maybe, but as whatever you do tell Arena tomorrow over
I just playing the
message,
dog. Hmm?
Lucia, that's just a dog. People have dogs. But Lucia will be able to hear every single thing that you two message each other. But we will get to that next time, as you all did a great, like, Metal Gear Solid stealth mission, dodge the visibility cone of the enemy in a space, playing around with it thing this time. That'll wrap us up for this session. Chimerror, where can people find you at on the internets?
Chimerror.blacksky.app or Chimerror@beach.city.
AAA Ron, where can people find you at?
Oh, you can find me on YouTube at AAA Ron.
And you can find an Esther's player, Sunfye, at Sunfye D&D over on the TikToks. Betty Buzzsaw, where can people find you at?
You can find me hanging out with all the beautiful Greek gods in Northern Africa.
I mean, who doesn't remember the Egyptian god Zeus and the Egyptian god of war Mars?
The Egyptian god Jaime Lannister.
The Egyptian god Jaime Lannister. You can, of course, find At Dying Exposure here and everywhere else on the internet at Dying Exposure. You can watch VODs of this the following week on Mondays. And until next time, sometimes a dog's going to chase a cat down into a well-protected basement. Well, you read bedtime stories to a bunch of disparate people in mysterious conditions. But that's just life.
Esther would be so proud.
She would be. Until next time, we'll see you in Barovia. Bye, everyone.
Bye.